Hey guys, it's CalamitiesDawn here and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Hardcore Redo. I'm going to quickly jump into a time lapse and then come back and tell you what I have done in the meantime. So I'll let you see that first. So, our first build of the series, and this is a set of floating islands. Now I do explain a bit more after the time lapse, but this is one of 4 islands that I have built so far, and I do need to build 6 in total, so there's 2 left that I have to do, and the other 2 are going to attach to another build that gets attached to this, if that makes any sense. But I just started off with stone bases and dirt and then went up and up and up until I made somewhat of an island. I do need to do some decorating and stuff to make it look a bit more like it's been ripped out of the ground. I don't know. I'll figure out how I want to decorate it later. But I originally started with this concept of just floating islands because I just wanted farms that didn't get trampled on or anything like that, and it was just, I was like, okay, let's start with floating islands, and now I have this whole concept that I'm nowhere near finished building. But yeah, and this isn't the first set of floating islands I built. I did build some other ones that I thought were absolutely atrocious and made a short about it and then tore them down because I was like, hey, I need to do something different because the ones I had done were just not great looking. I also decided to do the outside with moss just because I feel like that adds a bit more life to the island than just dirt and stone. I do want to go back in and texture it. That will be a later job though, because right now, no thanks. It took me at least 4 days to get these all completed. So yeah, let me know what you think of them and I'll head straight back on over to recording me. So, we have the time lapse for the first island. I have currently done 2 islands. These 2 are built and ready to go. I just need to add the water and add the farms on top, and then I need to add the axolotls and the pond life down at the bottom. So let's have a quick look at what is down here. We have 3 axolotls in here now. I need to get a couple more invisible item frames and some mini moss blocks because I do have a data pack which is from Vanilla Tweaks, which adds mini blocks that you can craft and some that you can get from a wandering trader. I do need to get some more coral and I do need to get some more seagrass and stuff, but that will be for another time. I also need more sea pickles because I don't think I have enough. But I think I'm going to do 3 axolotls per pond. And this will, once I have all the bridges done and dusted, I will have a building that this all connects to. So, yeah, there's that. But what I want to do today is I have in my own time gone and done a lot of looting. And I've been very lucky to find myself. I have been very lucky to find myself a decent assortment of books, but I have found a fortune 3. I want to add that onto a diamond pickaxe. Now, I'm pretty sure I do have a diamond, enough diamonds. Yeah, I do. I have enough diamonds to make a diamond pickaxe. I also have enough to make a diamond sword. No, I don't. I have one here. I was like, I need to make an anvil. No, I don't. There's one here. Actually, no, what am I doing? I need to make myself the pickaxe first. I'm going to keep the iron one on me because there is a high probability that while I'm mining, I'm going to need, I'm going to find ores that I would like to have. I know I need a bunch more coal because we don't have enough. I also have 11 name tags. I've been very lucky to find a lot of name tags in these ruins. I'll chuck those out. I'm going to need another shield too. I'm going to spend some time just prepping and getting us ready to go on an adventure. And then we're going to go mine some diamonds and look at some structures while we're at it. So I'll be back in a second. Alright, so we're down in the cave system. I'm pretty sure I do have some diamonds out and about and around here. We have, if we can see over there, we have a normal diamond ore. Well, actually there's 2. I don't know if there's more around it. I don't want to look. These guys I'm going to keep until I have silk touch because I want to silk touch those. With all that said and done, I need to head back over to the dungeon and then we can go grab some diamonds after. Oh, hang on. The dungeon starts there and then there is another piece. We might leave it. We'll go get some diamonds first, I think. Because I'm just thinking I'm probably not prepped enough to take on a dungeon. I mean, I probably could, but I will most likely lose my life, and I'd rather not after all the building I have done today and over the last couple of days. I can't get across there to light it up. Okay. Also, I have turned on subtitles, mainly because I have a terrible habit of not hearing things behind me and dying, and I would rather avoid that as best as possible. Grab some diamonds when we see some, which I just saw some out of the corner of my eye. So self-explanatory, I just went and did a whole bunch of mining of diamonds. I did grab iron, redstone, and some gold as well while I was at it. I think I grabbed some copper too. Didn't really do much. This bit here, you'll see I didn't know that there was a lush creeper behind me and it blew up. So thank God that it was a lush creeper and not a normal creeper. But yeah, we just did a whole bunch of mining and I missed some diamonds. I know I go back for them in my spare time, so... I have made it back home. I put a teleport waystone down there. I'm probably going to move it from where we have it because it's going to be a bit too difficult to get to and fro from there. But we have a decent amount of stuff. I got some leggings from a zombie. We got some new music discs. I think we already have a duplicate already, but that's okay. We have a whole bunch of raw items that need to be smelted. And a bunch of stuff that isn't. Let's chuck this in here. I was hoping to get more coal, but I don't think I'm going to get more than what I have currently. I just don't think there is any where I'm caving. There is another area that's up higher. If I can build up there, it should be fine. But we got a whole bunch of goodies in here that I need to sort out. We have a whole bunch of diamonds, so I'm not worried there. Also, the reason why a lot of my iron is smelted is there is a goblin trader that we have in the game. And when you come across him, he has different trades that you can do, such as, for instance, turning raw iron into I think it's 1 piece of raw iron to 2 iron ingots. So that's quite handy. I need to put a book away. We got a book which was Breach 1. We got that from a dungeon. We have 2 spawners underground. We have a spider spawner and a skeleton spawner. So in total we have a stack of 64 and 25 diamonds. I can make myself some iron armor, which is going to be great. But I need to definitely sort out maybe making one of those spawners into a mob farm. Because we're going to definitely need some good enchantments on our stuff. Let me have a look at a couple of tutorials for some skeleton spawners and spider spawners. And then I will come back once we're done those. So I looked at a fair few of skeleton spawners, as I did say beforehand. Most of them required me to have items that I needed to go to the nether for, and I am nowhere near prepped enough to go to the nether, so I just did a very, very basic mob farm. I don't think it's that great, and I know that the drop rates and EXP rates that I get from it are very bad, but there are tons of cave systems around it, so yeah, not much I can do about that. But we have a completed mob farm. Right, so I have made the skeleton farm. I don't know if we're going to have enough XP and stuff from it. It's pretty meh. I did look at like a partial tutorial, and the way that they were doing it, I decided it wasn't going to work for me, so I just did standard spawner stuff. You'll see when I do the time lapse. But we're going to make some armor. And I'm going to try and get decent enchants on this stuff. I'm not expecting to get great stuff, but hey, anything is better than nothing. And we're missing 1 diamond for some booties. The first thing I want to enchant is obviously the chest plate. Unbreaking 3... We can re-roll 2, but it takes enchantment points. But we'll take the unbreaking. So it's given us fire protection 3, thorns, and unbreaking 3. I mean, it's not the best, but I'll take it. We can't get level 3 there, and I don't think I'd want to anyway. Proc 2, we'll take those. What do we got on here? Blast protection. I'll take that. And we'll take feather falling 3, thanks. So we'll change out our armor once I make room for everything. So, we've got our armor now. It's not amazing. I'm tempted to enchant the sword as well. I don't know what the chances of what we'll get. Poisoning. Yeah, you know, I'll go down and I'll do some more grinding at the Skelly farm. I'm going to have to eventually try and find an amethyst cluster as well, so I can actually go and make myself some more teleporters so that we can just get to different parts of the cave a lot quicker than having to run from our teleporter there and back down. I've also noticed that I know we have a mine shaft over there, which I just showed, but we also have one down further, so we have 2 so far. I wonder if we've got more. But I will come back when I have gotten over 30 levels again. Righty-o, we now currently have enough levels to see what we... Oh, it literally only gave us poisoning too. Okay. Well, it is what it is. We'll try some books. This might fall. I'll take the sharpness though. Take the feather falling 3 because I can use that on something else. Nothing there. We'll take the loyalty. I can always eventually get villagers and build a villager place. I'm just not really adamant on doing that right now. What else have we got? Density increases attack damage based on your fall distance. We'll take a density book, not that I can do that at the minute. Sharpness 3. Sweeping edge. We got a decent amount of books. I want the sharpness 3 on my sword though. What else have we got? We've got sharpness, so we've got fire. We won't need fire aspect because we've got poisoning on ours. Knockback, bane of arthropods. Oh, can I not put sharpness with smite? That'll be for an extra sword somewhere along the line. I'm just going to get myself prepped up and we're going to go explore a dungeon. So I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so we've headed back down to the cave. Now I think, if I'm correct, it's... Oop, this one? This is the one that leads... Yeah. This cave looks familiar. Yep, there it is. Just there. So we can break in. Okay, I'm going to have to try and find a way that we can get in. But this, definitely, given the achievement, this is a stronghold. So that's handy for when that becomes a thing for us to do. Just going to break this down a bit more. I made a spare pickaxe because I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need that. Where does that lead? Not somewhere I want to go right now. So we're just going to have a look and see what there is around the whole place. There's a skeleton down there. There's a staircase there. What else have we got? Another zombie. Ow. What I might do is I'll just go through and loot the place and take some stuff. So, our first stronghold, and it looks vastly different to a vanilla stronghold, and that's because I have the Dungeons and Taverns stronghold overhaul. So this is very, very large, and just from seeing the first clip, you can kind of have a grasp of just how large this is. I do have extra bits of different bits and pieces of the stronghold that I thought were interesting, and it is huge. I have still, to this point post-recording, have not looted and explored the entire thing. This library is insanely huge. I have not even looted all of the enchanted books out of this place. Plus I will come back here for master level librarians because this place has them, multiple of them. I just have to cure them, of course. But hey, I get free master level librarians without having to do the work myself. I'll take it. There is this section here in the last bit of the little time lapse. I have no idea what's in here. I barely looted it. I just didn't have time. And I was like, I'm going to leave this to later, as you will hear me say very soon. But that is our stronghold. What do you think of it? Right, so I've just come back from the stronghold. We still have like a whole other area to look at, but I'm going to leave that for another episode. Otherwise, this episode's going to be over an hour long. But we've gotten some pretty decent loot. I mean, from the previous 2 trips I've done, I've gotten a whole chest and a bit full, and I've got a whole backpack full of books. Not too much great loot, just higgledy-piggledy bits. But that should set us up enough that by next episode we should have decent armor. And I could probably take on another dungeon, or we could go to the Nether. We'll see. But I'll catch you guys in the next CalamitiesDawn. Bye guys.